Okay, so today we're going to look at Integrated Science 2014. Okay, so this is our paper, and you have your instructions there on your first page. All these are your instructions. So let's start from the first question. It says, study the diagrams below. So we have diagram M, diagram N, diagram P, and diagram Q. Our question says, which of these sources of heat is natural? Which of these sources of heat is natural? Okay, so before you answer this question, you need to identify the diagrams that you have. What kind of these things are they? So M, you have a torch there as your M. N, I think that is a fire. P, that is uh, sun. Q, and that is our stove. So which one of these is natural, occurs naturally? Okay, so you notice that your answer there is P. So P occurs naturally without anyone causing it to happen, and that is the sun. So your answer would be P. So C would be the correct answer. So let's move on. Question 2. Which parts of a house allow air to enter? Which parts of a house allow air to enter? You have A, doors and walls. So for doors, we know that when you open door, air comes in the house. But do the walls help air to come in the house? Answer is no. Instead, the walls, they block the air. B, windows and air vents. Windows help air to come in the house, correct? Air vents, air vents also allow air to come in the house. So B is your correct answer. Okay, so C says roof and doors. That is wrong. The roof does not allow air to enter. D, walls and air vents. That is also wrong because we are saying the walls, they don't allow the air to enter. So our correct answer is B, windows and air vents. Question 3. Question 3 says, study the diagram showing the life cycle of a frog. So here you have a toad, and here you have eggs, a tadpole. Okay, so what does this from a toad? What do you think would be your next stage? So you notice that the tadpole comes from the eggs. So process X, or rather the stage at X, is the laying of eggs. So your answer here would be C. Question 4. A wooden spoon was left in a pot of boiling water as shown below. After 30 minutes, the wooden spoon did not get hot. This was because it... So you need to understand in terms of conductivity of heat. So here we are looking at the bad conductors of heat and the good conductors of heat. If you leave a steel spoon in a pot, you notice that it gets hot. Why? Because a steel spoon is a good conductor of heat. It allows heat to pass through it. So the reason why this wooden spoon did not get hot is because a wooden spoon is a bad conductor of heat. So the answer here is B, is a bad conductor of heat. Question 5. The cheapest way of water treatment is A, boiling. That is correct. You don't need to pay anything for you to boil. You don't need to buy anything. But instead, chlorination, you need to buy chlorine, filtration, uh, as well as sorting. So the correct answer here is boiling. For filtration, you need to have other tools that you need to use to filter the water. But the correct answer here is boiling. Anyone can boil water even at a household level. Question 6. Study the diagrams showing different symbols of electricity below. Which of the symbols represents a switch? So the symbol that represents a switch is 4. So you notice, I think you're familiar with 1. 1 is a cell, okay? 1 is a cell, and 2 is a capacitor. 3, that is a bulb, and 4, that is our switch. So the answer is 4. I mean D. Our answer is D. Okay. Question 7. People wash their bodies regularly in order to A. Get rid of germs and bacteria. So that is the correct answer. So people don't bath, or rather, they don't wash their bodies to please their friends. People don't wash their bodies to avoid changing color. That is not correct. And people don't wash their bodies in order to attract the opposite sex. And that is also not correct. So the correct answer here is people wash their bodies to get rid of germs and bacteria. Question 8. Study the diagram of an eclipse below. What type of eclipse is shown above? So this automatically is a lunar eclipse. It's a lunar eclipse. What is a lunar eclipse? So a lunar eclipse happens when the moon obstructs the sun from reaching the earth. That is a lunar eclipse. So your correct answer here is B. Question 9. Study the diagram showing part of the solar system. The planets 1, 2, and 3 are. So the planet that is closest to the sun is the Mercury. The next planet is the Venus, and the third planet is where we are. That is the Earth. That is the Earth. So it would be Mercury, Venus, and Earth. And your correct answer is A. A would be your correct answer. Question 10, and that is where we are ending for today. Study the diagram below. So this is our diagram. The volume of the liquid shown is, so your volume is, so you see this line, okay, until where it reaches the wall of this beaker. So you just follow the straight line, okay, and you get the number corresponding, these numbers that are showing. So that would be your volume. So if you look at this line, it is corresponding with 15 mils. So 15 milliliter rather is the volume of this liquid. So your answer here is D. Okay, so for today we are going to stop here. We'll continue in our next lesson.